99.9% of XRP holders are going to be wiped out in 2026. And I do not mean wiped out by a crash, I do not mean wiped out by a hack or a regulatory reversal or some black swan event that nobody saw coming. I mean wiped out by something that has been sitting in plain sight since December 2017, published on-chain, transparent, predictable, scheduled, and almost completely misunderstood by the overwhelming majority of the 4.6 million people holding this asset right now. The mechanism is the escrow. And before you roll your eyes and say you already know about the escrow, I want you to stay with me for the next few minutes because I guarantee you have not run the specific math I am about to show you. And when you do, the Rich List data lands in a way that is going to make you look at your XRP position completely differently. Let me start with what the escrow actually is for people who genuinely understand it at the surface level but have never gone deeper. In December 2017, Ripple took 55 billion XRP and locked it into 55 separate smart contract escrow accounts on the XRP ledger, 1 billion XRP per account. Each account time-locked for release 1 month apart. The mechanism is simple. 1 billion XRP unlocks at the beginning of every single month, without exception, without negotiation, without the ability for anyone, including Ripple, to stop it. The blockchain executes the release automatically. Every month, 1 billion XRP. And here is the number that most people think they understand, but almost nobody has actually run the math on properly. As of June 2026, right now, today, 38.15 billion XRP remains locked in that escrow. 38 billion. And the circulating supply sitting in the market right now is 61.85 billion XRP, which means, and I want you to feel the weight of this, there is more XRP still locked in Ripple's escrow than there are dollars of market cap in every other non-stablecoin crypto asset outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum combined at any reasonable market valuation. But here is where the story gets more nuanced and more important than the headline number suggests, because the 1 billion monthly release is not what most people think it is. Ripple does not sell 1 billion XRP into the market every month. Not even close. What Ripple actually does, and this is documented on-chain, verifiable behavior going back years, is release the 1 billion, use between 200 and 300 million for operational purposes, institutional sales, market maker agreements, ecosystem funding, and ODL liquidity provision, and then relock the remaining 700 to 900 million into new 55-month escrow contracts. So the net new supply hitting the open market from escrow is not 1 billion XRP per month. It is approximately 200 to 300 million XRP per month. At $1.11, that is approximately $222 million to $333 million of net new supply entering the market every single month, like clockwork, predictably, transparently, on-chain for anyone to verify. Now, I want you to hold that number. $200 to $300 million of net new supply per month, and compare it to something else that is also publicly verifiable. XRP held on exchanges dropped from approximately 4 billion XRP to under 1.5 billion XRP in the 12 months leading into 2026. That is a reduction of 2.5 billion XRP from exchange balances in 1 year. 2.5 billion XRP moved off exchanges, into private custody, into ETF structures, into institutional holding accounts. XRP ETFs alone held 775.4 million XRP as of end of Q1 2026. That is nearly 800 million XRP locked into long-duration ETF custody structures where it does not respond to short-term price moves. So on one side, you have $200 to $300 million of net monthly supply from escrow. On the other side, you have institutional accumulation pulling supply off the liquid float faster than the escrow is adding it back. And the net result of those two forces running simultaneously is a supply situation that is actually tighter than the escrow headline number suggests, which is the real story, which is why people who actually understand the math are positioned differently from the 99.9% who read the headline and go nervous every month when Whale Alert tings a 1 billion XRP escrow release. But here is the thing, and this is where the Rich List becomes the most important piece of data in this entire video. understanding that nuance, the difference between gross escrow release and net market supply, the absorption by ETF structures and institutional custody, the XRP exchange balance declined from $4 billion to under $1.5 billion in 1 year. Understanding all of that requires a specific type of engagement with XRP that the distribution data says the overwhelming majority of holders simply have not done. Here is the gut punch. The XRP Rich List as of June 2026. Verified, on-chain. The XRP ledger hosts 7.91 active wallet accounts, 7.91 million. Top 1% threshold, 45,000 XRP. At $1.11, that is approximately $49,950. $50,000. That is the entry point for the top 1% of all XRP holders globally. But here is the number that changes everything. More than 3.7 million wallets on the XRP ledger hold under 500 XRP. Over 1.3 million of those hold under 20 XRP. Under 20 XRP. At $1.11, that is $22. $22! The majority of XRP holders on this planet are holding a position worth less than the price of a dinner. And the top 10% threshold, the level that puts you above 90% of all 7.91 million wallets, is 2,155 XRP, $2,392, less than $2,400, above 90% of everyone. Now, I want you to run this specific math because this is the thing that nobody in the XRP community is saying out loud. Ripple releases a net $200 to $300 million of new XRP supply into the market every single month. That supply does not disappear. It goes somewhere. And where it goes is into the hands of the people who are positioned to absorb it. Market makers, institutional liquidity providers, ODL corridor operators, ETF structures, the people who actually understand what the escrow release means and have built their operations around absorbing it. And the 3.7 million wallets holding under 500 XRP, the $22 positions, the $50 positions, the $100 positions, those holders are not absorbing escrow supply. They're not even in the conversation. They're sitting on positions so small that the monthly escrow dynamic might as well be happening on another planet. They are sitting on positions so small that the monthly escrow dynamic might as well be happening on another planet. They are passengers. And here's the specific mechanism by which 99.9% get wiped out. Not a crash, not a hack, a slow, grinding reality check. The XRP escrow releases $200 to $300 million of net new XRP supply every single month. That supply needs to be absorbed by demand. When demand is strong, when institutional money is flowing in, when ETF inflows are at record levels like they were heading into June 2026, the absorption is easy. The escrow supply gets swallowed and the price holds or rises. But when demand weakens, when Bank of America calls for 3 rate hikes in September, October, and December, and institutional allocators start reducing risk exposure, when the tokenized Treasury yield spread compresses and the RWA narrative loses urgency, when the macro environment creates uncertainty that makes institutional money cautious, the absorption weakens, and $200 to $300 million of net monthly supply with weakened institutional absorption is a constant gravitational pull on the price. Not a crash, a grind, month after month, September, October, November, December. The escrow releases on the 1st of every month regardless of the macro environment, regardless of the Bank of America rate hike call, regardless of Treasury yields at 4.48%, regardless of how the FOMC meeting went. 1 billion unlocks, 7 to 900 million goes back, 2 to 300 million enters the market every single month without asking permission. And the 99.9%, the 3.7 million wallets with under 500 XRP, the $22 positions, the $50 positions, the $100 positions, those holders are never going to hold through a 4-month grind of rate hike pressure and escrow anxiety simultaneously. They are going to exit in October or November when the price has dropped enough to feel like it was a bad idea. And they are going to exit at exactly the moment that the institutional absorption is resetting for the next leg. Now, I want to give you the counter-argument because you deserve the full picture and intellectual honesty requires it. The escrow mechanism also contains within it the single most bullish structural signal in the entire XRP supply picture, and it's the exchange balance data. XRP on exchanges dropped from 4 billion to under 1.5 billion in 12 months. 2.5 billion XRP moved off exchanges in 1 year. That is not retail holders moving to cold storage for security reasons. That is the scale of movement that only institutional custody migrations produce. When 2.5 billion XRP leaves exchange balances and enters private custody accounts and ETF structures in 1 year, it means the smart money is not just holding XRP, it's holding XRP in a way that is specifically designed not to sell it on the next whale alert notification. That exchange balance decline is the absorptive capacity of the institutional demand building in real time against the escrow supply. And when you compare the rate of decline, 2.5 billion XRP in 12 months, against the net monthly escrow supply, 200 to 300 million per month, 2.4 to 3.6 billion per year, you see something genuinely interesting. The institutional accumulation rate is running at approximately the same escrow supply rate, which means in the current environment, institutional demand has been absorbing escrow supply almost entirely. The float is not expanding. It is tightening despite the monthly releases. That is the long-term bull case for XRP told through the supply mechanics, not the payment corridors, not the Mika license, not the DTCC adjacent positioning, the supply mechanics. Institutional absorption of escrow supply at a rate that matches or exceeds the release is the foundational condition for sustained price appreciation. And the data says that condition is currently met. But, and this is the crucial but, that condition is fragile in a 3-rate hike environment because institutional demand is not constant. It responds to the macro environment. 3-rate hikes between September and December 2026 put pressure on every institutional risk allocation, including XRP. And if institutional demand weakens by even 20% while the escrow continues releasing on schedule, the supply absorption balance tips from tightening to loosening. And a loosening supply balance in a rate hike environment is the specific combination that creates the sustained price pressure that grinds the 99.9% out of their positions. The top 1% know this. The $50,000 XRP holders have already modeled this. They have already decided their time horizon is long enough to hold through a temporary imbalance in the supply absorption dynamic while the institutional adoption continues building. They have already accepted that September, October, November, December might be uncomfortable and have sized their position and their conviction accordingly. The bottom 99% have not done this work, and the escrow releases on the first of every month regardless of whether they have. So here's what you do with this information right now, today, before September. First, go look at the actual on-chain escrow release data, not a news article about it, the actual whale alert transactions, the actual relock amounts. Build your own model of net monthly supply, because when you have done that math yourself and you see a whale alert notification in October, your reaction is going to be completely different from the holder who never looked it up. Second, watch the exchange balance data. XRP on exchanges under 1.5 billion right now. It's a tight float. If that number starts rising, if XRP is moving back onto exchanges through September and October, that is your early warning signal that institutional holders are preparing to distribute into the rate hike grind. If it stays flat or continues declining, the absorption thesis is holding. Third, understand that the 45,000 XRP top 1% threshold at $50,000 is priced where it is specifically because the people who hold it have already processed the escrow math. They are not scared of the monthly release. They have built the release into their model, and holding what they hold while understanding what they understand is what the top 1% of XRP actually looks like. The escrow is not a threat to XRP. It is a filter, a monthly filter that removes the holders who do not understand the net supply math from the holders who do. And between September and December 2026, with 3 rate hikes creating additional macro pressure on top of the monthly releases, that filter is going to run at maximum intensity. 38.15 billion XRP in escrow, 2 to 300 million net new supply per month, 3 rate hikes coming, 7.91 million wallets, 3.7 million holding under 500 XRP, 45,000 XRP for the top 1%. The math is public, the schedule is public, the rich list is public. Everything you need to understand exactly what is coming and exactly which side of it you are on is sitting in plain sight on the XRP ledger right now. The question is whether you looked. If this video showed you something about the XRP escrow math that you had not fully processed before, if it changed the way you see your position or the monthly whale alert notifications, please smash that like button. Genuinely, because there are XRP holders out there who are going to panic sell a September escrow release into a rate hike dip without ever understanding that the institutional absorption data was telling them to hold. The like puts us in front of them. Subscribe because this channel runs the supply mechanics, the distribution data, and the macro context simultaneously. That combination is what actually prepares you for what the market is about to do, not price predictions, the underlying math. Here is the comment I want, and I want real answers. Tell me, before watching this video, did you actually know the difference between the gross 1 billion monthly escrow release and the net 2 to 300 million that actually hits the market? Yes or no? And if the answer is no, what does knowing that number change about how you're going to react the next time Whale Alert pings a billion XRP escrow release in September? If you know an XRP holder who panics every month when the escrow notification hits, who has been selling or considering selling based on the headline number without understanding the net supply math, send them this video right now. The difference between understanding and not understanding that math is the difference between being in the top 1% and being wiped out by October. Know the math, hold accordingly.